Before James Charles, Trisha Paytas, and other high-profile YouTube celebrities who choose to live their lives mostly in front of the lens of a camera for the world to watch, there was a pale-faced, mop-haired, awkward 20-something who used the name Onision. Without question, he was among the first wave of web stars to come off the platform, having joined 2006. Onision gained a significant following by addressing crucial topics that resonated with many young viewers. His videos focused on body image, appearance, self-identity, and even delved into the sensitive subjects of self-harm. These content particularly appealed to young girls who were questioning their self-image, identity, or seeking answers and guidance. But for a creator of his size, his main draw was his close interactions with fans, who were encouraged to message him through a personal forum and send him photos of themselves to rate. However, in the fall of 2019, the internet was gripped by a wave of allegations against YouTube's biggest and most controversial creators. Multiple women came forward, accusing him of engaging in deeply troubling behavior, and the platform buzzed with swirling rumors. But after weeks of frantic attention, there was a sudden quiet, and the mystery remained. What did Onision really do? Gregory James Daniel was born on November 11, 1985, in Auburn, Washington. As a child, Gregory, described by his father Randy Daniel as happy-go-lucky and introverted, found solace in the world of computers. Eventually, Gregory changed his name to James Jackson and gained widespread recognition under his online pseudonym Onision. In 2006, he established his YouTube channel, but it wasn't until October 2007 that he began uploading content. Throughout his online career, Onision managed various channels, each with its own focus. His main channel, Onision, was filled with skits, while Bro catered to commentary-oriented content, and Onision Speaks served as his vlog platform. Among his notable content is the 2009 video titled Banana Song, I'm a Banana, which has amassed over 78 million views and propelled Jackson's YouTube subscriber count to over 2 million. Onision also maintained a series wherein he rated bodies and body types in what seemed like a massively dated Howard Stern sketch with half the timeliness and none of the charm. The photographs he used for the evaluations were submitted by fans through his forum, some of whom were later confirmed to be underage. Onision would pass judgments on their appearance, rate their desirability, and assign them numerical scores from 1 to 10. Sadly, his young fans, yearning for validation from their beloved creator, willingly participated.
Their belly's starting to fall over their boxers, so I'd definitely change your diet. Fat. Like, you're practically muffin topping, and muffin topping's normally an indicator that you have too much fat. Meanwhile, this person is definitely fat because, again, they're muffin topping.
Hi, Onision. I've been watching your channel for 2 years now, and I'm such a huge fan. I love your message about body images, but I am made fun of a lot, and I know you'll give me your honest opinion. My honest opinion is that's a terrible photo of you. I mean, what were you going for? Jughead's girlfriend?
13, and I'm right. She's 13. You look like you could be 30. But you're actually 16, so, you know, yikes.
Throughout his career, Onision has collaborated with the likes of Shane Dawson, Social Repose, and Andy Biersack, lead singer of Black Veil Brides. In 2010, he was named by TubeFilter as one of 5 YouTubers on their way up. Throughout the early years, Onision posted content with his then-wife, Sky Tantaga. He then publicized their divorce and the ensuing fallout, including the details of their financial contract and the compensation he was expected to pay her.
She and I have decided to get a divorce for many, many reasons. Maybe I'll explain them in a later video, but I just want all of you to know that she and I are still friends.
Only a few months later, Onision began posting regularly with his new girlfriend Shiloh Hoganson, who was a Canadian pop star and considerably younger than him, not yet 18 when they first connected online. As the years passed, Onision experienced considerable success, amassing substantial wealth and a significant fan base. His numerous channels attracted billions of video views and an extensive subscriber base, offering an intimate glimpse into his daily life and the lives of those around him, which seemingly embodies the quintessential vlogger's dream. Except, Onision's story took a very dark, disturbing turn. From the early days, he progressively uploaded more intimate and extreme content. One of his initial scandals involved a video titled "Shiloh Forgot Me," where Shiloh experienced severe memory loss, erasing approximately 3 years of her life due to a stress-induced seizure. Instead of seeking immediate medical help for Shiloh, Onision chose to record the distressing event and share it publicly. It is unfathomable to witness a young girl lying on the cold shower floor, trembling, speaking incoherently, and unable to recognize her surroundings without taking any action. It takes a special type of scum to exploit a vulnerable young woman by uploading a video showcasing her during such a crisis. Following their highly publicized breakup, Onision and Shiloh's relationship unraveled, accompanied by allegations of infidelity, rumors of pregnancy, and even insinuations of being pursued by the Canadian mafia. Shiloh was just one of many women in Onision's circle who would come forward after their relationships ended, alleging emotional and psychological abuse inflicted by him. Around this period, Onision uploaded a video titled "Rise Above Hate" to address fan inquiries about dealing with depression. In it, he victim blames by telling a fan that he would simply, quote, remove himself from the situation to avoid it escalating. He chastises fans for blaming their self-harm thoughts on anyone but themselves. This is just truly despicable. Onision's spouse, formerly known as Lainey and now named Kai, was only 17 years old when they first encountered Onision, who was 26 at the time. Kai had been a fan of Onision prior to their interactions. In a video released by Onision himself, he openly admitted that their relationship began when Kai was a minor. He further disclosed that he traveled to a different state where the age of consent was below 18, allowing him to engage in intimacy with Kai without legal consequences. Onision proudly recounted that Kai's grandmother attempted to have him arrested, but failed, as he had not committed any illegal acts within that state.
But he was being hard on me for my age gap with Lainey, and I had a 9-year age gap with Lainey. And he told me to come back in 10 years, like not till Lainey was 25 to date Lainey. And I was just like thinking, how much power does this guy think he has? Like, this is kind of nuts.
Back in 10 years, like not till Lainey was 25.
Throughout his romantic life, Onision persisted with this concerning pattern. Billy Dawn Ingle, who was only 18 years old, became involved in a throuple with Kai and Onision. Billy came forward with allegations of harassment during her time living with Onision and his husband. According to her, Onision pressured his husband to involve her in their relationship. Billy further claims that after confessing to smoking marijuana against Onision's wishes, he devised a series of controlling punishments for her. Screenshots of alleged communications from Onision, which Billy shared on Twitter, revealed a list of punishments for her disobedience. These included being chained in the basement and getting a tattoo that reads, "I'm a liar," among others. Billy stated that, quote, Onision likes to destroy people's lives. In response, Onision retaliated by doxing her. He posted text conversations, which also included Billy's phone number, on Twitter. This action led to his ban from the platform and subsequent backlash. His Patreon was also removed. Another individual named Sarah, also a fan of both Onision and Kai, developed a close online relationship with Kai when she was merely 14 years old. By the age of 15, Sarah engaged in romantic conversations with Onision, often involving explicit jokes and comments of a sexual nature. Struggling with a troubled home life, Sarah moved in with the couple when she turned 16, with Kai assuming the role of her power of attorney. It was during this period that she alleges being subjected to grooming.
I think Greg knew where this was going. From the moment he said, "Why don't we just wait for Sarah to turn 18?" when I was 15. I could see it in his eyes that he knew what he was doing.
Sarah claims that as soon as she turned 18, Onision and Kai engaged in sexual activities with her, a statement that Onision confirmed in one of his erratic YouTube videos. In 2019, the accusations against Onision and Kai reached new heights when To Catch a Predator host Chris Hansen picked up the story. Hansen conducted interviews with several victims, including Sarah, Shiloh, and Billy. The unfolding events were also captured in a Discovery Plus documentary titled Onision in Real Life. While the documentary faced scrutiny regarding Hansen's true intentions in exposing the story, as well as notable incidents like Onision mistakenly serving a different Chris Hansen in court for internet stalking, it did succeed in bringing awareness of Onision's misconduct to a much broader audience. Additionally, 4 other women have come forward with allegations of physical and sexual assault against Jackson. Some of the stories have common threads. Girls claiming Onision and his husband Kai solicited them via social media, sometimes while they were underage. During Onision's peak popularity, many observed the turbulent disputes between Onision and these girls. Unfortunately, they were often labeled as liars, forcing them to defend themselves or, worse, share their own traumatic experiences. A deeper exploration into this disturbing history reveals a pattern of a man who, if these allegations are true, has managed to evade accountability. On YouTube, a multitude of videos delve into the allegations of ongoing abuse and potential grooming of young girls whom Onision invites into his relationship with Kai. While many videos originally uploaded by the girls who made these allegations have since been deleted, they have been republished by third parties, amplifying the discussion. To make matters worse, Onision and his spouse have 2 young children who are still in their custody. Their daughter, who was probably around 3 or 4 at the time, fell out of a window from the second floor of their house and had to crawl to the garage door and tap on it for help. She sustained severe head injuries, likely due to neglectful parenting. Instead of comforting his child, Onision filmed the whole incident while waiting on the ambulance. Their audience were relieved that the incident was said not to be life-threatening. Many expressed concern that the injuries may have caused permanent, irreversible brain damage which could impair her for life. Onision's YouTube channels were finally demonetized in January of 2021. As of February 2023, a federal lawsuit was filed against Kai, Onision, and YouTube. Onision and his spouse are being sued for a list of crimes including, but not limited to, trafficking charges, possession of explicit child content, enticement, sex trafficking, and personal injuries. A press release from the Haba law firm states that Google and YouTube enabled predators Onision and Kai to openly target and groom Regina with all their fans watching. The lawsuit alleges that by continuing to monetize Jackson's channels, even after several journalists and users notified them of the allegations, YouTube profit shared with the Onision channel. It also alleges that by demonetizing Onision but not removing the channel or its videos from the platform entirely, YouTube is still profiting from the content. As we wait and see the outcomes of the trial, we can only hope that all the victims get justice and Onision's children are safe.